Consider this your warning. Grab a pen and paper, open up your library app, because it is time to reveal the cast of Canada Reads 2026. By the off chance you're not familiar with Canada Reads, let me just catch you up really quickly. Every year, we invite 5 celebrities to discuss and debate their favorite Canadian books over 4 days in April. They're going to champion, they're going to argue, they're going to defend their books to the death, or not quite to the death, but until there's one book remaining. And this year, the entire cast of Canada Reads is gathered around the Commotion table. Each of them has brought their chosen book, so it's time to reveal the secrets. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah!
Hooray! Let's go. This is the greatest vibe. Okay, all right, we're going to do this. I'm really excited to do this, but here's the thing. Each one of you has prepared a 30-second little argument for their book, and I've got this little Canada Reads bell handy with me, so it's going to be a great time. It is time to introduce our first mystery guest. Here's a little audio clue. She just wants to get a little bit closer because everything is awesome. Panelists, would you introduce yourself and also your book to the country?
Oh my God, I got to do it right now?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Do I need to sing it or can I do it in a talking voice? Is
I
this part of the 30
would love it
seconds?
if you sing it. No, it's not part of your 30 seconds. Go off.
I'm Tegan. I'm half of Tegan and Sarah, otherwise known as Sarah's sister, and I chose The Cure for Drowning. I think it's a brilliant book. It's stunning. It's full of longing and pining and love. It's a romance. It's a war story. At its center is a family with 3 siblings, 2 of which have a ton of conflict, and that's before they fall in love with the same woman. If you came to my house, told me you hadn't read a book in a decade, I'd give you 2 Negronis and I'd slip this book in your bag, and I can't wait to defend it this year.
What's the name of the author?
Logan Paylor.
Okay, I'm really excited to get to this, but also we gotta say, Tegan, that
Yes.
In preparation for all of this, when everybody was sort of given a list of books to read, you read 15 books. Here's my quick question to you: do you think you're better than me? Do you think is that what you think? You think you're better than all of these people on this table?
You know what's crazy is that the first book I read was The Cure for Drowning, and I loved it so much. Wow. And I was like, I can't call back the Canada Reads people and tell them that I'm picking the first book. They'll think I'm not taking it seriously.
Yeah, so you just kept reading.
I just kept reading, and they just kept sending me books, and I just compared. I had my own version of Canada Reads, and basically kept voting the other books out for this one.
Wow. So you do think you're better than me? That's what you're telling me.
I think
a little bit. That's okay.
I'm really good at finding good books.
Oh, wow. I really like the way that you put that. Okay, The Cure for Drowning, debut novel by Logan Paylor. It's set during the Second World War.
That's right.
Tegan, you have 30 seconds to explain why everyone should read this novel. Go.
I loved The Cure for Drowning. It sort of felt like the kind of book that you pick up and you can't put down. It's got a little bit of everything. And even if you don't care about the Second World War, you care about love and romance. It's something that touches all of us. And our narrator, Kit, is insatiable. You just want to know more and more and more. And the love story is so powerful, and it's a queer story. My partner told me to say it's heated rivalry if heated rivalry was set during the Second World War and wasn't about hockey.
That is 30 seconds. Tegan Quinn will be championing The Cure for Drowning, Logan Paylor. This novel also made the Giller Prize long list. Thank you so much for that. Okay. All right. Our second mystery guest is a well-known detective. He has solved puzzles on Blue's Clues and You for 5 seasons. He's also not sure that he wants to be called a detective. He's played Aladdin on Broadway for 3 years. Panelists, would you introduce yourself and your book, please?
Hi, I'm Josh Dela Cruz, and I chose the book. I don't know if I'm a detective. I would say that the kids at home are definitely the detective, and I'm just kind of like the person with the badge. And I chose Foe by Ian Reid.
Okay, because we mentioned Aladdin, but also you've been in a lot of other musicals, including David Byrne's musical Here Lies Love, The King and I, Merrily Roll Along. I assume you prepared a little musical number for your 30-second segment, right?
Absolutely.
That's what we're here for?
Yes. No. Oh, gosh. If only there were a song to keep me within 30 seconds, then it would be such a blessing.
While I'm upset that it's not going to happen in song form, I guess it's a little bit fine. You've got 30 seconds to explain why that's your book. Go.
I think Foe by Ian Reid should win because his writing is brilliantly concise. It's wildly imaginative. It employs elements of horror and sci-fi to bring this family drama to life. And I think that it feels like someone fighting to wake up from a night terror, pleading with the audience to it's not too late. And it asks, are you keeping your loved ones dear or are you keeping the prisoner?
Oh, what a sentence to, okay. All right. Thank you for that. That is Josh de la Cruz championing Foe by Ian Reid. Yes, a round of applause. Absolutely. This book has been adapted into a film, by the way, starring Saoirse Ronan and Paul Mescal. But you know what? You were like, I'm not gonna watch the movie. I'm here to only sit with the book. I should say, the movie, co-written by Ian Reid.
Yeah.
Just in case, it's not quite cheating if you also watch the movie. That's all I'm saying. Okay, our next mystery guest. How are you feeling over there? Right across the table from me, pal.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm gonna need to step up my game after those two.
Come on. That is the voice of Canada's biggest book talker. She has, let me just pause and accentuate the number, if you don't mind, 2.6 million followers on TikTok. Panelists, would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Morgan Book. Book is actually my last name, not a stage name. It's just very fitting for what we are doing here. And I have chosen Joss Richard's debut novel, It's Different This Time.
Okay, do you believe in nominative determinism, the idea that our name determines our destiny? Because otherwise, how could you possibly end up here?
I mean, I guess I have to believe in it with that. Yeah.
Okay, Morgan Book, the book talker, you're championing this romance novel, debut book for Joss Richard. You have 30 seconds to explain why this should be the book for the nation. Go.
Okay. I think this should be the book for the nation because It's Different This Time has the best parts of every romantic comedy out there. It's fresh, it's new, but it also has a really great sense of nostalgia. It is a second chance romance, follows June and Adam as former roommates who are now living together again in their New York City brownstone, confronting their unresolved feelings from 5 years ago. It is fun. It challenges a narrative that we don't have to have everything figured out by a certain age, and it's a romance novel, and I think we need more romance in our life.
Shout out that. I like what happens when we get right down to the bottom of the clock and you guys are like, oh, we got to get in there.
Let me
Let's
talk
do
as
this.
fast as I possibly can.
We fit a lot in, I'll have to say it. Okay, the cinephiles out there are going to be very deeply familiar with our next guest. Her impressive IMDb page includes starring roles in Night Raiders and Blood Quantum and The Body Remembers When the World Broke Open, which is quite a long title. And I was like looking at you being like, I'm going to get through the entire title while making direct eye contact. Okay, we are mystery guests. What's the book that you brought and who are you?
Okay, Nastu Nitaniku Elle-Máijá up in the Skim Tail Feathers. I am a proud member of the Kainai First Nation in southern Alberta. I'm also Sami from northern Norway. And today I am so excited to announce that I'm representing Billy Ray Belcourt's A Minor Chorus.
Oh, love Billy Ray so much. The
Me too.
sweetest human being. Also, your favorite author of all time. So
Yeah,
talk
and
to
The
me about
Body
it.
Remembers When the World Broke Open
Yeah.
is a title borrowed from an essay by Billy Ray Belcourt. And like Tegan, I read so many books, but this was the first one that I went to and knew, and then did the whole thing and came back to this one. So
Does having a favorite writer kind of make it easy for you to go like, that's the person, I just know that's the body of work I'm going to want to explore here?
yes and no. I mean, I felt like I owed other books a chance, so I did the thing where I was like, okay, this is the book in my heart I feel is the right book, but I went off and read 15 or 16 different books, that first 5 chapters, and wanted to really choose a book that spoke to the theme and came back to this one.
Did you pick up on that? She said maybe 16 books. It's actually possible that
It was a competition.
Okay, Minor Chorus, Billy Ray Belcourt's first novel. The time that he wrote it, he was already award-winning poet. Do you want to talk a little bit about this book? You've got 30 seconds of why the country should read this book.
In a world that feels incredibly dark and divided, A Minor Chorus generously offers hope, truth, love, and light. It takes place in rural northern Alberta, but it could be anywhere in this country. It is an honest portrait of a place and a people who share a difficult, painful history and a complicated present. And A Minor Chorus reminds us all of our humanity and encourages us to have open and honest conversations with real people in our communities. This is the book that builds bridges.
I will say, watching you guys be shaped by the bell is fascinating. You're like, oh, he's reaching for the bell. Let me just get this last.
Just raising.
You did. Not only did you do
feel
it,
it.
like you completely were like, I'm fine. I'm going to land my point totally within time. It was wonderful. All right, one final guest. You know him from his live reactions to Maple Leafs games, sometimes with a lot of despair. He's got more than 250,000 subscribers. Hockey fans love him for his incredible commentary. Panelists, reveal yourself in your book.
On YouTube, I go by Steve Dangle, but unlike Morgan, I am a fraud. That is not my real name. My real name is Steve Glynn. So to make my dad happy and use the real name, I go by Steve Dangle Glynn these days.
And your book?
And my book is the hockey-based novel written by an author from Nova Scotia that everyone is talking about, Searching for Terry Punch-Out. Of course. What else could it be?
I like that there's 2 heated rivalries on this entire... on this. 2 out of the 5 books are, in fact, heated rivalries. Okay, so you brought a novel about hockey, one of the great Canadian pastimes, but also this is a novel, debut novel from 2018. It's the only book that is among these that is published by an independent press. And you got 30 seconds to explain why that's the book for the country.
Oh, my God. Well, the theme this year is a book to build bridges, and I think Terry Punch-Out, Searching for Terry Punch-Out, is all about that. And there's lessons within it, but Canadians have this habit. It's like a kid who needs their vitamins crushed up and put into applesauce. Hockey is our cultural applesauce. That's how we get fed our lessons. And it's also about rebuilding bridges because there's an idea that burning a bridge, there's permanence there. Mm-hmm. No, this is a book about rebuilding bridges with your family, your community, and yourself.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
I like how much I like all these landing points. You guys are like, and by the time we get to my final sentence, the whole country will go, that's the book for me. Okay, so that is a cast of Canada Reads. Everyone give yourselves a little round of applause if you don't mind. Come on now. It's a delight to have all of you here. My name is Elamin Abdelmahmoud, and this is Commotion. We have just announced the picks for Canada Reads 2026. One more time. They are The Cure for Drowning, Logan Paler, Foe by Ian Reid, It's Different This Time by Josh Richard, A Minor Chorus by Billy Ray Belcourt, and Searching for Terry Punch-Out by Tyler Hellard. The Canada Reads debate's actually going to take place April 13th to the 16th. Morgan, I got to tell you, like, you just did this 30-second argument for your book, but if you make it far on Canada Reads, you'll be doing that every single day for a lot longer than 30 seconds. Based on what you just heard around the table, everything, who do you think you want to make an alliance with? Who are you like, that person?
An alliance?
I just left my body.
The way that Josh was like, oh no, that's a thing that you could maybe do. Yeah.
I mean...
I hate to tell you guys, this is a competition show. I don't know if you knew this or not, but...
No, I know, I get it. I'm going to say Tegan. It could work against me, but I think the shared romance could be like the romance pact could come together. Maybe an alliance there.
Okay. I like the tentativeness of it. You're like, Tegan, if she'll have me? Yeah, like that was, I like
have you.
I love this tone. Stephen, we got to talk about this because there's something about the sports person. There's always a sports person in Canada Reads. And then they kind of look around the table and go, oh no, these people are from different worlds. I'm feeling a little bit out of place here. But of course, sports belongs at Canada Reads. And of course, they belong in the world of books. But how are you feeling looking around this table?
Inadequate.
Great.
And like as soon as I found out
I was
who was
trying to
on the
soothe
show,
you know?
I was like, oh no, I appreciate it, but I'm a Leafs fan. I will not be soothed. How dare they lost last night too and everything. I don't know. There's a lot with. I like that we're exploring this more artistic world with hockey. Like there's a ton of hockey books out there. It's Canada, but they're all autobiographies. Let's get some creativity in there. I like that there's novels, that there's fiction. Hockey players and hockey fans can be artistic too.
And especially like sports, just like as a vehicle for exploring the human condition. Like I think like that's like a thing that we don't return to often enough. I don't think.
I think
a lot of tortured artists, not a lot of tortured athletes.
Yeah, I like to think that we're in an era of people getting over themselves. And there were maybe some barriers to people in sports and sports fandom doing that and allowing themselves to enjoy stuff like this. So I'm hoping. For lack of a better term, this is people can let their hockey hair down and enjoy some fiction.
I'm delighted by this image. Tegan, your sister Sarah competed on Canada Reads in 2011. How does it feel to be the second member of the family on this show?
Good. It happened the way I wanted it to, which Sarah came out first and figured out, literally came out first as gay, but also came
No, I got
here.
it. I picked up where you put. Yeah.
She does the hard stuff first.
She goes through the wall and then you go.
And then I have time to decide if I am also capable of coming out. And in this case, it took over a decade, but I'm here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I was very proud of her when she came and did this. It seemed very scary and intimidating. We were much younger and less experienced, and she chose a graphic novel and got voted out in the first round. So you people better let me get to the second round so I can beat her, because that's what's most important to me. I'm thrilled to be here and learned a lot from her experience.
Well, between 2011 and now, like, a lot has changed. For example, you guys are also now authors yourselves.
That's right. Yeah. And I think more confident at, representing the things that we love. And, Sarah loved graphic novels. We grew up like both as big readers, but she felt it was really important to bring that to Canada Reads. And for me, when I was choosing my book, I was also trying to think of something that I could really put my heart and passion behind. And there's a queer narrative in the book, and I felt that was really important. I wanted something that I felt tied to passionately.
Josh, we were talking yesterday, and you were like, I watched old episodes of Canada Reads, and I got scared. What happened?
Oh my gosh. I really tried to avoid. When I was first asked to if I would do Canada Reads, I said yes because it terrified me just off the bat.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I
said
should
yes
probably...
because it terrified me.
Oh, 100%. Because
that's great.
I'm really introverted. I'm an actor, so it's very strange. But I don't like, putting myself out there in any way. So it terrified me.
You played Aladdin. I just want to remind you.
Yeah. Like it's very strange. I don't like. I like the vehicle of expression, and I don't care for anything else.
I see.
Yeah, and like reading out loud was very difficult for me as a kid. So theater helped me slow down and use that craft to communicate, and so that's why I love it so much. But I purposefully didn't watch anything because I heard it was like a debate. The night before last night, I was like, well, I should probably, I'm going to start doing these interviews. I should probably at least look up a couple of things.
Get a sense of the vibe.
Oh my goodness. I was not prepared. And if I had seen that, I probably would have said, I might be busy.
What do you say that? What are you reacting to? What's the thing that you saw that you're like, what?
People are like fighting for their lives, and like it is like a fight. But I will say this: when I met the other panelists yesterday, I was so relieved. They're wonderful, wonderful people.
You're just saying that because you guys are here, by the way.
No. And but things could change in April, I guess. In which case, I love my book. I think it's incredible. I think Canadians should read it. But I'm also here because I'm new to this love of reading, and I'm here to have my mind changed. So make me fall in love with your book, because I'm going to try to make you fall in love with mine.
That's an open signal. Go like, hey, come, bring me to your side. I think that's a beautiful thing to be. I think just kind of open to that. I will say, you're not the only person who's like, the spirit of competition, I don't know about this, because Elle-Máijá, when we were talking yesterday, you're like, what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to unionize the competitors to go for a 5-way tie. And I was like, I don't think that's allowed. Like, I don't think that can work. But why do you think you want to do that?
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm honored to be here. I'm such a fan of Canada Reads. I have been, a reader since I could read. I've been an avid reader. It's an honor to be here amongst these other incredible people. I have read 2 of the books other than mine so far, and they're great. And I just feel like maybe I should lobby everybody to agree to a tie.
I would agree. I'd agree to that right now.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And that was Canada Reads.
And that was Canada Reads.
And it's over before it even began. I'm looking at the Canada Reads producers, and they're like, well, this is...
You guys got B-roll.
This is
That's it.
But I think it's because I'm uncomfortable. I have a natural competitive streak in me. I don't play board games. I get like a little bit,
that's a pivot to that sentiment, because I didn't expect that to end and be like, because if the competitive one comes out, then we got a real problem.
No, listen, I'm like scared I'm going to have like a Kristen Wiig style Bridesmaids meltdown and just like flip tables and break things. Not that that's like, so,
It's
I'm just
either the
scared
tie
that
or
if I
that.
lose,
That's
or
the...
I might throw a tantrum. I don't know. Not that, anyway, I feel like, to be honest, I'm naturally competitive, but I want everybody to win, right?
Well, I was gonna say, like, the only person who's like been like, no, I'm here to compete is low-key Morgan, who's like directly across the table. Like,
I was hoping you weren't going to bring that
no,
up,
I was gonna bring that. I was like, Morgan's like, oh no, I'm here to win. I don't know what you guys are here to do. But okay, I'm looking around all these books, though, Morgan. What's the book that's like the most out of your comfort zone? Because these are such different genres, they're kind of different vibes. Tell me.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think all of them are transparently outside my reading genre a little bit. I think in 2025, I really wanted to start exploring other genres like thrillers and sci-fis and historical fiction because I'm a romance reader at heart. Maybe the hockey one,
Yeah.
because I've read sports romances and
Yeah.
hockey
I
romances,
love this tentative.
but I've never read hockey without romance.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, I mean, all of them. I'm really excited to dive into all of them, though. I'm confident that they're all incredible books, so it'll be tough to choose.
I was going to say, Stephen, you only read hockey books, and so I want to ask you a little bit about this because, like, when you sort of look at all these books, you go like, what are you most excited to read first? Because there's one hockey book and a bunch that are decidedly not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've read like a few non-hockey books, but it's definitely it's heavy, right? It's
Yeah.
like 85%.
Yeah.
Oh geez. Foe.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to, and that's really not based on like a whole lot. It's just I was listening to the pitches. I was like, that one first. I don't know. Like, and yeah, I don't think it matters what order I listen to them all in.
Yeah.
I like hearing about other people's stories, and because I work in hockey, I want to learn as much about it as possible. But every
course.
now and then, I'm like, you should probably read about something else, dude.
So-
Like, you need to expand your
Get a little
horizons.
history going. Yeah, just a little anything. Yeah, that sounds delightful.
Sometimes my friends will be having a conversation. I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, it's hockey all the time. And
Well-
I don't know if that's healthy.
You'll get a few different vantage points from these books. That's a good start, I think. Josh, I should say, you're the newest Canadian at this table. How long have you been a permanent resident now?
Permanent resident since 2022.
Come on now. Welcome to the...
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're here. Listen, as you sort of begin to sort of immerse yourself in Canadian literature, what's the thing that you sort of look for to go like, oh, this is the thing that distinguishes this kind of body?
Ooh. You know what's interesting is that when I was younger, I was a reader because I had to be a reader. And then in my adulthood, I felt like that love for reading was lost because of like the hustle of trying to work and get any kind of work and finding time to just read. I felt like an immense amount of guilt because I felt like I needed to be hustling. I needed to be doing something for my career.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an actor, so reading should have been part of my career outside of plays and music. But what I'm so excited about is getting to know this country through its authors. And what I have found so far is the bridge that connects us all is that these themes have no interest in nationalism. Like, Foe is about two people that just need to communicate. I'm so excited to hear what hockey means to a Canadian outside of just like, I want my team to win. Like, what is romance? What is culture? What is the queer experience? And how does that all connect to us? And I think the most interesting thing is that, you know, these barriers that we put up that were so different don't really exist. We're so much closer as a people than we think. And so I'm really excited. by that.
Elle-Máijá, why don't you take us home here? Like the theme for this year is one book to build bridges. What did you think when you first heard that theme?
Oh, God.
Me too.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. It's so easy to doom scroll. This world, like I said, feels so dark and divided, and it's hard to know where to turn and how to have hope about the future. But I have two stepchildren. I have some beautiful nieces and a nephew in my life who mean the world to me, and I want them to grow up in a world that is not only more tolerant, but accepting and celebrates difference. I want them to feel safe in whoever they are and decide to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like this book offers that. You know, I come from southern Alberta. Alberta is currently like there's separatists lobbying to leave the country, and I'm concerned that the separatist movement is also like in line with white nationalism, and that's a scary feeling as an Indigenous person to feel that level of hostility in my homelands.
But then there's a book
And
that could...
this book speaks to that in a way that reminds us of our common humanity
Yeah.
and dignity. And this book is that book.
All right, once again, your Canada Reads champions are Tegan Quinn and Josh De La Cruz and Morgan Book and Elle-Máijá Tailfeathers and Steve Dangle Glenn. My name is Elamin Abdelmahmoud. By the way, Canada Reads is April 13th to 16th right here on CBC. In the meantime, my name is Elamin. This is Commotion. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.